Hi, my name is Dan Lin, and I guess I'm reading for Mr. Darcy. So,
Mr. Darcy.
Miss Bennet, I wanted to. Mrs. Collins told me you were unwell. Pray, how is your headache?
Not quite gone, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry to hear it. Good evening. In vain I have struggled. It won't do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you. No one is more shocked at this turn of events than myself, especially given the very different circumstances between your family and my own. However, despite the potential degradation I might suffer, I feel compelled to tell you of my devotion to you. I have, for some months now, endeavored to overcome my feelings, but I have failed. Therefore, I willingly surrender, and I ask that you do me the honor of accepting my hand. Miss Bennet?
You surrender.
Yes.
I am amazed. If I could feel gratitude for the expression of such feelings, I would thank you, but I cannot. I have never desired your good opinion, and you have bestowed it most unwillingly. I'm sorry to have occasioned pain to anyone. It has been most unconsciously done, and I hope it is of short duration.
Is this all the reply I am to have?
Your design in offending and insulting me is evident. Why else would you choose to tell me you like me against your will, against your reason, even against your character?
Should I celebrate the lowness of your connections?
Must you go out of your way to mention it?
I meant only to be honest.
Might I do the same?
Please.
I have every reason in the world to think ill of you. Do you think that any consideration would tempt me to accept the man who has been the means of ruining, perhaps forever, the happiness of a most beloved sister? No motive can excuse the unjust and ungenerous part you acted there.
No motive but friendship.
Then you do not deny that you divided them from each other, imposing on them both misery of the acutest kind.
I've no wish to deny that I did everything in my power to separate my friend and your sister. I have been kinder to him than to myself.
Because you allowed yourself to offer your hand to somebody as unworthy as I? Never have I witnessed such terrible self-loathing.
You mistake me.
No. I have known your true self since we first met, and my opinion of your character was further decided upon hearing the words of Mr. Wickham.
You take an eager interest in that gentleman's affairs.
I know his misfortunes.
His misfortunes? Yes. They have been great indeed.
And of your infliction. You have reduced him to his present state of poverty, withholding the advantages which you must know to have been designed for him.
What was designed for him?
You have done this. You can treat the mention of his misfortunes with contempt.
And this is your opinion of me. Thank you for explaining it so fully. My faults are heavy indeed. However, I feel that these offences might have been overlooked had not your pride been so...
My pride?
Had not your pride been so hurt by the fact that I have misgivings about your family. Can you expect me to congratulate myself on the hope of relations with those in life whose condition is so decidedly beneath my own?
I might have felt concern in refusing you had you behaved in a more gentlemanlike manner.
Miss Bennet, if I have
You could not have made the offer of your hand in any possible way that would have tempted me to accept it.
You have said quite enough.
I had not known you a month before I felt that you were the last man in the world whom I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
Forgive me for taking so much of your time.
Thank you for your kindness to my poor sister.
I didn't wish you to know of it. I thought it would find you uneasy.
Your compassion does you much credit.
If you will thank me, let it be for yourself alone. Your family owes me nothing.
How can you say my family owes you
I thought
nothing?
only of you.
Me?
I must know. Are your feelings still what they were last April? My affections and wishes have not changed. But one word from you will silence me on this subject forever.
I thought I hated you more than a person could be hated. To think of all the horrible things I've said to you. How I regret them.
Don't. I'm grateful to you for saying what no one has dared say. You taught me a lesson. Hard indeed at first, but necessary. For too long I've looked on the rest of the world with disdain, holding myself up as if I was somehow better. But I found a way to be better. I cannot fix on the hour or the look when first I realized I loved you.
Was it one of the many times my behavior towards you bordered on the uncivil?
Probably.
I think it was one of those times that I came to feel the same.
But you were grave and silent and offered me no encouragement.
I was embarrassed.
So was I.
You might have talked to me more when you came to dinner.
A man who had felt less might.
Such a reasonable answer.
Marry me.
What about your aunt?
Let's not think on her now. Elizabeth.
You've made me the happiest creature in the world. Happier even than Jane. She only smiles while I laugh.
I've come to love your laugh. But
What?
you haven't answered my question.
You haven't asked a question. But I will marry you. Because I've decided that's the best course for all involved.
Yeah!